YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Nayu, and we're going to be reacting to my work confessions. We're live on Twitch right now. If you want to come and join us for some reactions and games, come on, come here, come give me a follow, give me a alert, give me something.
Hello, it's D. That was my worst.
I've seen this intro so many times.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite gambling.
All right, I've never seen.
You and I know the gist.
I almost dropped my mic.
You guys send me your confessions,
I had never
and I'll
seen
read them
this
while
video
crying
before,
on the
so
inside.
we're
This time the topic was
enjoy
work
it
confessions,
together.
bad things or unusual stuff that happened at your workplace. And I know half of you guys are unemployed, but don't get me wrong, you guys still send me the good stuff. Some of your confessions were a little bit mild, while at the same time, some of your confessions were a little bit wild. And at the end of the day, I come to the same conclusion.
I'm scared. What if one confession is like, oh, I shitted on my. I shitted on my
damn
boss.
Job. I work in a school as a student. One of my classmates made 2 holes in the walls of my classroom. You work in school as a student? When did that become a job? I've been a student for basically all my life, and I never got paid squat. I did more than 12 good years working, and I never saw a cent. I never saw a cent. I need my reparations. My brother's boss at Little Caesars was giving people raises if they did the nasty, even the men. Second story, a Karen at a local McDonald's was mad.
Wait, we can't just skip past that.
Okay. She threw a fit. She was also very obese. So she heard her fat over the counter and tried fighting the cashier. She didn't land one punch, and she got punched once and was knocked out cold.
Maybe this wasn't the right video. Okay, question. Would you guys smash your boss for a raise? Would you guys do it? If it was like a 20, how much?
Lastly, a customer at Arby's was mad over curly fries and pulled out a gun and started firing.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
I'm still stuck at the first confession, cause did your brother like take the raise? Like, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. My God. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do in this life. But did you take the raise? Like, how big was the raise?
The fact that that's a shirt is insane.
$10 an hour with a free side of crazy bread and wings.
That looks so good.
That's kind of tempting. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, but like everybody
oh my God,
I might as well join in. And for the curly fries run, I kind of understand it. When you order food and you expect a certain kind of standard to it, and it comes back mid, I'm gonna start going crazy on the spot and start rapping to the cashier saying, "Let's play a little game I made. All
I don't like.
do is pick a candy bar, one gotta play." Some people be serious about that curly fries. And the fat girl, yeah, whatever. More of the story, except all
that poor
opportunities
chair.
to get in a raise. I work as a teller at my state's credit union. I once had a woman who was cleaning money from her account. She had a bunch of Zelle deposits from her dad, but turns out her dad has been dead for 6 months, and she was pretending to be him, withdrawing from ATMs and transferring money from his account to hers without permission. Needless to say, she didn't get the money. I'm having trouble understanding this confession. I mean, she didn't have to do that. That's so crazy. She didn't have to do that. They literally give you like, I think they give you like, well, depending on who the immediate, like if they didn't have any kids, the immediate bank account would go to you. So, yeah, I don't know why she did that. That was so. Might be stupid, but like I'm still having trouble with
that. Was so gross. That's first of all, but that was
wrong.
so unnecessary.
I bet this is marked as a crime under some random law somehow, but I still don't see what she did wrong. Her dad's dead. What does he need the money for? Who is she gonna ask for permission? His coffin? She gotta ask the bank for permission to her dad's money? Like why? Why does the bank need the money for? Like, come on, man. You holding her up from showing off her emotion, and for what? Her dead dad that's not gonna use the money? I don't see any problem with what she did. I mean, I bet if I did some research, I probably would, but I'm not. I'm gonna be on her side blindly. I don't care. Go get your dead dad's money, girl.
I used to work at KFC, so bad.
And for some reason, my coworker started putting like 10 squirts of mayo on every sandwich that was ordered, and this person provided some evidence alongside too. If I ever open up my fast food bag and I see a mayonnaise
that does not look like mayo,
burger, I'm chucking that sandwich back at that worker, not gonna lie. No, you won't. You right, I won't. I worked as a waiter in this smaller little restaurant. After someone left, I picked up the dishes like a normal person would. There was this guy who worked in the back who would clean the dishes really fast, so everyone kind of relied on him. Until one day we call him not washing the dishes, but licking them. Clean. Anyways, the place shut down 2 years ago. Bro was just cleaning the leftovers off.
No! I already hate dishes. I already hate dirty dishes. I hate dirty dishes so bad. So bad. Wet food. And you're licking it. You're licking it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Of making sure the place was spick and
Ew,
span.
I don't like. I didn't like
y'all
that.
relied on him meant he was a diligent worker. He
Ew.
did nothing wrong. I mean, I wouldn't eat there, or let my family eat there, or let my friends eat there, or let my dogs eat there. But hey, to
He
each
just
their
had
own.
his
Basically, I
saliva
used to
on the
work in
plate.
this Mexican restaurant. Reason I applied there, I always kept getting rejected by other places, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and other last resort jobs. Dang, nobody want you. But I was able to get a job at this restaurant for $3 an hour as a servant, bro. You don't got a job. You're a slave. That is not a job. You are a servant. This is the type of job I'd take if I had debt to owe to the boss. At first, I came in for the training, which the restaurant didn't really teach much. So I had to teach myself, but customers were weird AF. I had to serve a group of friends that were senior citizens, and they were showing pictures of their private parts to each other in public. And I saw that while I was taking their order. More of the story, work somewhere non-food related, such as AutoZone, where I'm happy. Old people be weird sometimes.
Okay.
They're the most intelligent, loving people you've ever met in your life.
That was such a crazy confession.
All the old people I personally know are loving and intelligent, though. You know, I love you, grandma. But then there's sometimes
why are old
people that be coming up to me talking in gibberish like.
Why are old people trading nudes?
I don't even know what they said. Yeah, old people be weird sometimes, but I'm glad that you freed yourself from the shackles of slavery and now work at AutoZone. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm happy that you're happy. Worked at a clinic around 18 years old. Got paid in gift cards. Coworker got shot. And I had to see a patient myself once. Imagine having some kid come in asking you about your jaundice.
Your jaundice. Your jaundice.
A medical condition with yellowing of the skin or whites of the eyes, arising from excess of the pigment bilirubin and typically caused by obstruction of the bile duct. The hell is bilirubin? Bilirubin.
Jaundice nuts.
Pigment formed in the liver by the breakdown of hemoglobin and excreted in bile.
Oh my god.
What the hell is a hemoglobin? Hemoglobin, a red protein responsible for transporting oxygen in the blood of Viltrumites. Oh, okay. Working for any kind of politician gotta be one of the worst jobs, not gonna lie. I once got an internship for this dude I didn't know much about. And every day there'd be crazy people coming into his office screaming, holding signs with actual blood on them, making death threats, and just being altogether vile. I don't know if it's because the guy was Republican or something, but it traumatized me and made me never want to work in the private sector again. Honestly, you didn't even have to tell me to know this. There's no such thing as an honest politician, bro. I can almost guarantee
politics
that
are
the
fucking
higher on the
insane.
ladder the
That's why I
politician
don't
is,
want
the
to
more
like.
likely
I
the
don't want to
employees
be
will
near.
treated like
I
garbage.
don't want
I
to be
just
near
don't
them.
like the space in
That's
general,
fucking
because the more you
crazy.
look into it, the more you're like, damn, man, everybody.
Imagine you walk into a politician's office with a blood-covered sign, like, pass this law now.
All the girls have to swipe right on me. Why the hell I still have no matches? One of my coworkers' boyfriends started working with us recently. He got yelled at by a stupid bitch manager. Oh my god, I hate that stupid bitch! Anyways, the dude got yelled at by the manager, and it got to the point where he freaking snapped at her. He started insulting her, raising his voice to the point he turned red. The girlfriend tried to step in, pushing him to the side. He pushed her off and yelled, "Don't freaking touch me!" Another co-worker pulled up to stop him, and that's where he went berserk. He was pushing him while yelling, "I'm gonna kill you! The people in the restaurant had enough and tried to fight him because the majority of the staff and customers were Hispanic and Latino. He panicked and went outside, locking the customers inside. He later got chased by 2 old Mexican folk with freaking machetes. Can you believe that? Machetes! Unfortunately,
I don't think the story was real.
Fired. Why isn't he already fired, bro? That story is crazy. And by the sounds of it, you hate your manager too. Is your manager Chris Rock or Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen? I don't know, man. Crazy story. I don't even know what to say. Just crazy. When I was younger, I worked at McDonald's. It was painful and tiring.
That's already the first
I ended
mistake.
up getting myself fired. One day at 1 p.m., I was making french fries till this guy named Michael showed up. He caused employees to freaking quit or get fired. He messed up the employees' work like putting food poisoning in it. What? Today's was the most evil ever. He got up on the counter, put his pants down, including underwear, and then he started peeing while the french fries were boiling. He told the manager that I peed in the french fries to let you know the cameras were broken and nobody was in the kitchen. Turns out Michael was the son of the manager and he believed Michael always. When I served the food to the customer said, it smelled like piss.
Oh my God, why would he serve it?
Working with an employee like this. Now I hate having a boss like this.
Why would he serve it knowing that the guy peed in the fries? Why did he still serve it to people? If they make me serve pea fries, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
And kids work for them and then
God.
obviously treating them with more respect and bias just because they're their kids. Like, I could never imagine working in a working environment like that. It just sounds too annoying. And the fact that you got fired for him peeing in the fries? Bro, sue. I don't know what you're suing for, but
Can't he sue? He can technically sue. I don't even know.
I was still in China and my work master gave me 4 more hours of work for messing up the seam on a poop emoji plushie, trying to relate to my international audience.
Oh my God.
Winnie the Pooh. I worked at a
Oh my
pizza place,
God!
and the customers were kinda rude. I would make sure to spit on that hoe. My coworker, on the other hand, would lay his balls on some pizza. Good time. All right, I got a lot of confessions of some of you guys working in fast food and doing disgusting
putting balls on pizza now. Okay.
Order. Before break, the worst teacher came in the drive-thru, so we put fart spray on his burger. I spat in this guy's burger for being an a-hole. It turns out the burger was for his kid, and the kid ate it. My friend has a habit of sneaking rat poison in his customers' meals. His ass hasn't been caught yet. Isn't that illegal? You trying to kill your customers? What kind of habit is that?
Can't someone die from that?
He's a serial killer in the making. I work at Wendy's.
That sounds like psychopath behavior.
All right, that one gotta be fake, but that's not the point. You guys are making me a little scared.
Okay,
to go to these fast
wait.
food
I didn't.
I work at Wendy's.
Hear it.
I peed in somebody's drink. They thought it was pineapple Sprite.
Okay.
All right, that one gotta be fake, but that's not the point. You guys are making me a little scared to go to these fast food chains because after reading these confessions,
I'm just gonna cook all my food from now on.
Or have rat poison in it. Y'all legit crazy. But based on what I read, most of the time it's just for customers that are kind of rude to them. And honestly, looking through their lens and perspective, I could understand it. I'm not saying it's right or justified or anything, but if I worked at fast food and you were rude to me when you're ordering your food, I might add a little extra sauce to your food. Like sometimes customers be tweaking at the employees at these fast food places just because they got their order slightly wrong. Or the customer got an attitude at the start. Like I said, 95% of the time it's just gonna be normal customers saying normal orders. And then there'll be those one customers that be like, you forgot the pickles, head ass. Making a scene, yelling at you like you're
It'll
not about
always
to
be
make
one
their food
customer.
in the back of the
Like,
kitchen where they can't even
I can
see
count
you.
on
You
my
try to start a
hands
fight
how
with
many
me,
bad
I'ma put a
customers
Shrek
I've had.
Twinkie in your
It's
bag
all-
and say that's a
Ugh.
burger. Like
Why
I act
is-
exactly like this person I'm about to read right here. Worked at Bojangles when I was 15 and a customer called one of my coworkers a rat because his chicken was taking too long. So my dude fried a dead rat. He kept it for a moment like this. No one but me and him knows this. See, these people be waiting for moments like this, and I'd be one of them.
Why does he just have a dead rat?
Customers start cussing at me.
Why does he just have a dead rat?
Monkey brains in your burger. Honestly, I'd probably be one of those petty workers, man. Like if I worked at Starbucks and someone asked for extra whipped cream on their iced coconut latte, I'm gonna be like, extra whipped cream? Nah, I gotta dip my feet in your drink, bro. You're doing too much. If you had the opportunity to eat Bob's Burgers versus my bum's burgers, I reckon you
My
take Bob's.
bum's
My
burgers?
bums don't taste good. I would know. I've tried it. I worked at Starbucks in 2017, and I would put some pills in customers' drinks around the holidays. No cap, I went to jail for 2 years and 6 months probation. The pills weren't any bad ones, just ones that made you feel good, like dopamine.
Why did we do that? Why
So
did we
back
do
then, I used
that?
to work at a gas station in high school. The only reason I worked there because it had good pay and my homie was working there too. So working at a gas station, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff go down. I've seen people get shot, stabbed, etc. So at that point, nothing really surprised me until one
Where do
day,
you
me and my
live?
homie were just doing our jobs. I was ringing up customers, and homie was sweeping. Until this guy came in, normal-looking guy, asked for a pack of rhino pills. Nothing crazy, people get that all the time. Until I hear barking, so I don't think much of it until I see a full-grown adult man walking on all fours. And I would've just, okay, what the heck, if it wasn't for the fact he had on a dog mask on with a belt. And it's not like he had pants on either. He walked in bare cheeks out and a bra on. What the actual is happening right now? So the guy I was ringing up said, "Who's a good boy?" and pet him. So
I'm about to kill myself.
I was shocked. I don't judge kinks, but I'm gonna judge this one. You weird if you do this in public. You traumatized my homie right here. He was just trying to work at the gas station. You pull up in full Metal Gear Solid uniform for you and your partner to do those activities for everybody to see.
Why are you saying my name?
Leave that behind closed doors. For a short
What do
period
you
of time,
mean you
I was
would
working
do
at this
this?
hardware
What does
store.
that
And when I
mean?
applied, my brother told me that the owner of the store is racist and I wasn't gonna get hired because I'm Muslim. And when I applied, I did notice that every single worker was white, but I ended up getting the job for some reason. My brother was pretty surprised. Turns out my brother was right. That owner was racist. Every time I came into work and he was there, he would always pat me down to make sure I didn't have any contraband on me. Never once did I see him do that to any of the other workers.
That's
So
fucking
one day,
insane.
when I had gotten done cleaning the toilet, for some reason I was the only one getting that duty. I walked past his office and his door was slightly open. And I heard bro on the phone with someone and he was talking about how he didn't trust me. And he straight up said I was a because I was Muslim. After that, I knew I needed to do something. So instead of quitting, I hid a brick of inside his office when he wasn't at work. And where I live, that stuff is mad illegal. I then gave an anonymous tip to the police in our town and he got arrested like a week later. I love your vids, cutie. W.
That's the
Nothing
only
but a
way you
W,
can
bro.
handle
The
that.
only other option I could've
That is
thought of
literally the
suing
only
him.
way you can
That's
handle
my
that.
only other option. I would have recorded him saying all that junk and I would have sued his ass. Or,
That's the only way you
statements
can
my
handle
lawyer
that.
told me not to say, so I won't say it. But your idea, pretty good. Nice. Someone said LeBron
I'd
is better than
even
Kevin
go a
Durant. That's 'cause
step
he
further. I even go a step further. Kidnap a child on the street, right? Tie it with rope. Put some duct tape around his eyes, around his mouth. Put it in his car, and then leave an anonymous tip. He's not getting out of jail. He's not going anywhere.
Don't ever disrespect my little goat like that. My little husband is never gonna be disrespected like that.
I've known this girl for more than 4 years and I like her. I've known her since middle school.
I hate this.
I don't know, I just really like her.
I
She
hate
already
this.
rejected me. That's why I don't talk to her.
I hate
Because
this.
she asked me not to. But I
Hate
can't
this.
get over her. She just my first love.
I hate this.
Emoji. Fate has it we now work together. And it's been more than a year since the last time I saw her. And she's been looking at me. I've had a little glow up, so this isn't really a confession. I just need advice from someone I love, enjoy, and respect. 100 emoji, 100 emoji, fire emoji, 100 emoji, fire emoji, 100 emoji.
I am so glad you asked this question. I have the perfect answer for you. So first, you gotta do this. Okay, this next story is a
I would be
little
so
too crazy
fucking
to
mad.
show any type
I
of
would be
visuals
so
for. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna read the story, and in your mind, I'll help you visualize
so
everything that's
mad.
happening right now. My sister's coworker Amy got into a fight with this other coworker Jason because he spread a rumor that she injected her pee and poop into the burger patties, and they threatened to fire her over that until she kept denying it. So they went into the parking lot and started throwing hands. But what Jason didn't know.
Okay, wait. Okay, so this isn't my fast food story isn't as bad as this one. So one time when I was working, there was a girl, she was in charge of making salads, and she made a mistake and dropped some lettuce on the floor. She was making a salad for a customer, and she dropped the lettuce on the floor, and so she picked up the piece of lettuce and put it in the customer's plate. The floor was absolutely filthy. This was like the filthiest floor. I wouldn't even be surprised if the fucking customer got freaking herpes from it. But she put it in the customer's plate, and they ended up giving it to the customer, and the customer left or whatever. So because I didn't like this girl, I did not like her. I didn't like her at all. Like I did not like her. I told the manager, and the manager walked up to her, and they were like, "Oh, did you do that?" And she was like, "Yeah, it was only on the floor for like 3 seconds. That makes it okay." So she got fired on the spot. Neither snitch. I'm only a snitch if it freaking helps me. I'm a snitch if they deserve it. I'm a snitch if they're a bad person.
Before they went into the parking lot. She took like 6 laxatives, and then when they were fighting, she pooed her pants with wet diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
So after they were done fighting, Amy said,
"See if you can spread this around."
Okay.
She reached into her pants.
Oh.
And pulled out the plastic bag.
What's that?
And it was one of those where you could zip it up shut. So the plan for her was to throw it at him, but for it to be closed. And she didn't close the bag before she threw it. So she threw it, and wet poo landed all over his face and clothes. And wet diarrhea poo landed on the people standing around him. And everyone stood there, frozen. Some of them were screaming in disgust. And a police car drove by. Then Amy booked it. Some people say they saw her in Alaska. We live in California. The end.
This is so nasty. What are these
What a
confessions?
beautiful, eloquent story. I feel like that confession was on Shakespearean levels of drama. Any other day, this would be an amazing note to end on.
Terrible.
But I have one more.
Oh
And
my
this one makes me
God.
feel like George R.R. Martin.
What
wrote this
else?
So before I lay this story upon you, I just need to say this experience left me with mental scars to this day.
I'm
so
nervous.
last year in 2022, it was a breezy and warm summer night shift
Okay,
at the
starting off
steak and shake
positive.
I was working at. It was just me and my homie since the
Starting
boss
off
left
positive.
early that shift. There wasn't any customers, so we were just chilling for the most part. Suddenly, the front door slams open and enters a pregnant lady. But not any pregnant lady, for you see, she was in labor. We both stood there as she struggles her way to the counter, grasping onto her stomach. We're both a bit shaken from the sudden entrance, but I ask her, "Ma'am, are you okay?" She responds in an alarming tone. "Can you please take my order?" My homie is just flabbergasted and slowly walks towards the kitchen, leaving me to take her order. I feel my throat close up as I ask what she would like. "A bacon and cheese double baked burger with chocolate milkshake." With heavy breaths between nearly each word, we quickly prepare the order for her in the kitchen while trying to contact our boss. He just wanted an answer. I don't know if his phone was dead or on do not disturb, but we just couldn't call the home.
I love
so
this
we
cat.
finished the order and rushed back to the counter to see the lady laying on the ground straight up ready to give birth. She yells, "Give me the food!" And we do so. We try to calm her down and suggest we call an ambulance for her, but she says, "I feel the triplets coming right now."
Triplets!
Which just left me and my friend in a state of pure shock. She unwrapped her burger and started devouring it as we literally saw the baby pop out of her.
Bro.
Out of her pee-pee area. Oh my God. And she was just pushing the poor kid out with all of her strength. She basically had to undress herself from the bottom to get her kid out safely. Bro, I felt so sick at that moment. I never wanted to see a pregnant woman unpants herself, but now I was forced to. Cause I literally had to help her give birth.
Oh
Cut to
my
30
God.
minutes later of this hell. 30 minutes of hearing her yell in pain as her newborn kids wailed out loud. 2 of the 3 kids were born in that time. And the absolute mess that was on the floor that she left. It was like spilled shake and burger pieces combined with all that birth liquid. I was going to vomit. My homie was just done at this point and left minutes ago. Since it was the end of our shift, I couldn't leave yet because I had the store key and only could dip when all the customers are gone.
Bro, I would be
As she
so
was taking a
upset.
bite
I
of
would
her
be
burger,
so
we pulled out
upset.
the last kid. It was
So
finally over.
upset.
The hellfire was finally over. The ambulance came and took the lady and her kids out of the restaurant. And I was asked about what happened from one of the paramedics, and I had to explain the
It was Shaking Shack. Shaking Shack. Shaking Shack.
situation while my hands
He was born
were
in Shaking
still
Shack.
shaking.
You can
Afterwards,
name
everyone
one of
left
the
there.
kids Shake and name the other one Shack.
Completely traumatized from that ordeal.
Both
I had to
getting
clean up
bullied.
what was left of her labor. I remember walking home after that and crying on the sidewalk from how much damage that did to my conscious and mental state. Needless to say, I genuinely feel nothing but pure injury on my soul
God.
from that night. Love your vids, by the way. They're the only sense of joy I will ever feel in this unforgiven earth. And in conclusion, Merry Christmas! Or wait, I'm late. Happy New Year! Bum biddy 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 bum bum. Bum biddy biddy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Quack, 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 plap, 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 plap. That was that made me scared of when I do my own confessions. That's gonna make me nervous.